Ears open. Here comes this dirty, evil political secret behind the higher gas prices. And by the way, before I tell you this, please share my podcast with people, and not through the social media stuff. Just give them my web address, uobilly.com. Have them go there, read and see and hear all the stuff. And I want to engage you in a conversation with comments. So just pass it around. Now, what is the secret? Both Democrats and Republicans, behind closed doors, they applaud and celebrate higher gas prices. Now, let me explain. They do it for different reasons. And by the way, there's one lesson you should learn from that right now. If you have any challenge or struggle at all with paying these higher gas prices, they don't care at all. Now, on the Democrat side, it's all about climate change, and they've not been quiet about this. It was amazing to me before the 2020 presidential election. This survey, and climate change among voters was not even in the top 10 issues. Yet, now that the Democrats have control, man, they are cramming climate change policy down our throats, regardless what we think. Now, that's why you got Pete Butthead and Kamala Harris out there saying, hey, if you have trouble with, high gas prices, just buy an electric car. And by the way, it was 30 years ago this year, the first book on global warming I ever read was Al Gore's Earth and the Balance. And in that book, he said, gas prices at the pump need to skyrocket. That's the only way Americans will switch to alternatives. And he was exactly right about that. That's capitalism. Give us a product or service that's cheaper, that's better, it's faster. We're going to buy that. So he's right. He's right. And that's why they love the higher gas prices. Republicans are a little bit different. They're all about winning a few seats in the Senate and House in the fall elections. It's all about power. And they believe this is their issue. So if gas prices are high, everybody's going to vote for them. I'm going to let them in on a little secret. That ain't happening. In case they haven't noticed, Joe Biden's approval ratings are rising right now. Gas prices can go crazy high. All he has to say is he blames it on the Russians, blames it on oil companies who are gouging at the pump, and then salutes the good-hearted Americans for their sacrifice in the war effort. And if they really wanted to win, they can make it an issue by doing something they just don't do anymore, which is pass a law. Put it on Joe Biden's desk, a law that opens up drilling and oil production in this country on a massive scale. He's going to have the choice of signing it or vetoing it. I feel confident he would veto it. If he did, that's a win for the Republicans. That'd be a public thing that would send them victories throughout the country in the fall elections. Now, if he signed it, if you're a Republican, you're probably saying, well, wait a second, if he signed it, that's going to be bad for us. No, here's the way I would look at it. If he vetoed it, that's a win for Republicans. If he signs it, that would be a win for Americans.